On a quiet afternoon, the sun's rays filtered through the narrow alleyways of the city, casting a warm glow on the cobblestone streets. Intrigued by the allure of forgotten treasures, you discovered a small antique shop nestled between two time-worn buildings. A sign above the door read Ephemeral Relics, inviting you into a realm of nostalgia and mystery. Upon entering, a delicate chime announced your arrival, and the scent of aged wood and history enveloped you. Shelves lined with curiosities from bygone eras beckoned, and the occasional creaking floorboard beneath your footsteps added to the ambience. As you perused the eclectic collection, your eyes were drawn to a myriad of items: an antique typewriter, weathered books, and trinkets that seemed to whisper tales of the past. However, it was the mirrors that held a peculiar fascination. Each one possessed an ethereal quality, as if capturing fragments of time within their reflective surfaces. The shop's proprietor, an elderly woman with a knowing smile and piercing eyes, emerged from behind a counter draped in lace. Her demeanor, a blend of mystery and warmth, drew you further into the enchantment of ephemeral relics. The elderly woman, her fingers adorned with antique rings that seemed to tell stories of their own, welcomed you with a gentle nod. She spoke of the mirror's unique origins, tracing their histories to eras where reflections held more than just images. Legends hinted at mystical properties: the ability to reveal secrets, evoke memories, or, in some cases, transport the curious to forgotten times. As you explored the aisles, the proprietor shared anecdotes of patrons who claimed to have witnessed echoes of the past within these mirrors. She spoke of whispers and shadows that danced in the reflective depths, tantalizing those who dared to peer beyond the surface. Intrigued and captivated, you selected an ornate mirror with an intricate frame, a mirror that seemed to resonate with an inexplicable energy. Little did you know that this seemingly innocuous choice would become the key to unlocking the secrets within ephemeral relics and lead you on a journey where the boundaries between past and present would blur into an enchanting tapestry of time. As the sun dipped below the horizon, you found yourself unable to resist the allure of the ornate mirror you had chosen. Placing it in a prominent spot within your home, you marveled at its intricate frame and the subtle, mysterious energy it emitted. Night settled, and the world outside your window transformed into a realm of shadows. When the clock struck midnight, an otherworldly glow emanated from the mirror. The room, bathed in an ethereal light, seemed to ripple like a pond disturbed by a gentle breeze. It was as if the mirror itself had become a portal to another dimension, a gateway to times long past. Hesitantly, you extended your hand toward the mirror's surface. To your surprise, the cold touch of glass gave way to a force that pulled you inward. As if crossing a threshold between realms, you felt a sensation akin to passing through a veil, an unseen boundary that separated your reality from a sepia-toned world beyond. Suddenly, you found yourself standing in a quaint town square, surrounded by gas lamps casting a warm glow. The year was 1920. And the architecture, the fashion, and the ambience transported you to an era untouched by the passage of time. The once familiar walls of your home were replaced by brick facades adorned with intricate ironwork. Stunned and disoriented, you realized that you had stepped into the past, the very era hinted at by the mirrors within ephemeral relics. The ornate mirror in your home had become a portal, offering a glimpse into a world that existed beyond the confines of your present reality. The town square, bustling with people whose attire spoke of a bygone era, seemed oblivious to your sudden arrival. It was as if you had become an unseen observer in a theater of the past, with the mirror serving as your mystical gateway. As you navigated the cobblestone streets and observed the daily life of the townsfolk, a sense of awe and trepidation washed over you. The antique shop you had visited earlier, Ephemeral Relics, was not just a place frozen in time, it was an active hub of history, with each mirror capturing the essence of moments that had unfolded within its vicinity. The journey into the past had begun, and the sepia-toned world of 1920 awaited exploration. Little did you know that every reflection held a story, and every mirror became a window to a bygone era, a world where the echoes of the past whispered tales of love, loss, and the mysteries that unfolded within the shadows of ephemeral relics. As you ventured deeper into the 1920s town, the echoes of the past manifested within the antique shop, Ephemeral Relics. The mirrors lining the walls became windows to stories that transcended time, each reflective surface concealing secrets that went beyond the quaint facade of the town square. One mirror, adorned with an elaborate gilt frame, beckoned you closer. As you gazed into its depths, an ephemeral figure materialized, a woman in a flowing dress with haunted eyes. She appeared to be trapped within the mirror, her visage etched with a mixture of sadness and yearning. The spectral figure communicated not through words but through ethereal gestures and a sequence of images projected onto the mirror's surface. As the scenes unfolded, you found yourself immersed in a tale of forbidden love, betrayal, and the ominous shadows that lurked beneath the seemingly idyllic surface of the town. The woman, revealed to be Isabella, had been entangled in a clandestine affair with a prominent figure in the town, a man whose charming exterior hid a malevolent intent. The mirror showed glimpses of secret meetings in dimly lit corners, whispered promises, and the gradual descent into a web of deception. As the story unfolded, it became clear that Isabella's lover had sinister motives. He was involved in covert dealings that threatened the town's harmony, using the antique shop as a front for nefarious activities. The mirrors within ephemeral relics bore witness to this hidden truth, reflecting the duplicity that lingered beneath the surface. Compelled to uncover the complete narrative, you explored other mirrors within the antique shop. Each one revealed a different aspect of the town's intricate web of relationships and concealed intrigues. The mirrors became storytellers, recounting tales of lost fortunes, vengeful spirits, and the unfolding tragedy that cast a long, dark shadow over the once thriving community. It became apparent that the mirrors were not merely reflections of the past, they were archives of the town's collective memories, storing the emotional imprints of its inhabitants. The sins and secrets, long confined to the shadows, echoed within the reflective surfaces, waiting to be acknowledged and, perhaps, laid to rest. As you delved deeper into the narrative within ephemeral relics, the mirrors unveiled a world where facades crumbled, revealing the true nature of the town's history. Isabella's spectral figure became a guiding presence, leading you towards a confrontation with the malevolent force that sought to perpetuate the cycle of deception and despair. The echoes of a sinister past resonated within the antique shop's mirrors, and the town's once charming facade began to crack, exposing the malevolent force that lingered within the shadows. Armed with the knowledge gleaned from the reflective narratives, you prepared to confront the darkness that had gripped the town for decades. The next steps in your journey held the key to breaking the chains that bound the town to its malevolent past. As you continued to unravel the echoes of the sinister past within ephemeral relics, it became evident that a malevolent force, long shrouded in secrecy, had cast a pervasive shadow over the town. The mirrors, once conduits of reflection, transformed into portals revealing glimpses of the malevolent figure orchestrating the town's descent into darkness. One mirror, positioned at the heart of the antique shop, bore witness to clandestine meetings conducted by a cloaked figure. The cloak's fabric seemed to absorb light, rendering the face beneath it an enigmatic silhouette. Whispers of dark rituals, secret alliances, and a thirst for power echoed through the reflective surface. Isabella's spectral presence guided you toward the mirror that held the most vivid representations of the malevolent force. Images unfolded like a tapestry of malevolence and occult ritual conducted within the hidden chambers of the antique shop, symbols etched in blood, and the malevolent figure invoking forces beyond mortal comprehension. It became clear that the antique shop, once a haven of forgotten treasures, had become a focal point for the malevolent force's dark machinations. The mirrors served not only as witnesses but as conduits for the malevolent energy that fueled the town's descent into despair. Isabella's story, intertwined with the sinister force, revealed a tragic truth: the malevolent figure sought to harness supernatural powers buried within the town's history. These powers, entangled with the secrets held by ephemeral relics, became a source of malevolent energy that sustained the figure's influence over the town. Armed with this revelation, you and Isabella's spectral guide devised a plan to confront the malevolent force. The mirrors, acting as gateways, became the focal point of a ritual designed to weaken the malevolent figure's grip on the town and expose its true identity. As you prepared for the confrontation, the antique shop seemed to vibrate with unseen energies. The mirrors flickered, and whispers echoed within the dimly lit chambers. The malevolent force, sensing the imminent threat, intensified its efforts to resist exposure. The culmination of Isabella's tragic tale and the malevolent force's machinations set the stage for a supernatural confrontation within the antique shop. The mirror that had unveiled the most vivid images became a focal point, radiating with an otherworldly glow as the town's history teetered on the brink of revelation. The unmasking of the malevolent force awaited, and the antique shop's mirrors trembled with the anticipation of a confrontation that would determine the town's fate. The next steps in your journey held the promise of breaking the cycle of darkness and freeing the town from the malevolent force's insidious influence. As the antique shop's mirrors flickered with the heightened energy of supernatural forces, you and Isabella's spectral guide prepared for the climactic confrontation with the malevolent force. The occult ritual conducted within the hidden chambers had unleashed an otherworldly presence that sought to maintain its grip on the town, using the mirrors as conduits for its dark influence. Isabella's spectral form, intertwined with the town's tragic history, guided you toward the mirror that held the most vivid representations of the malevolent force. It was in this pivotal moment that you discovered the significance of the antique shop's mirrors. They weren't just witnesses to the past, they were keys to the town's salvation. With Isabella's guidance, you initiated a ritual designed to harness the positive energies latent within the mirrors and counteract the malevolent force's influence. The mirrors, now glowing with a radiant light, resonated with the collective memories of the town, both joyous and sorrowful. As you channeled your intent to break the curse, the mirrors became beacons of hope, pushing back against the malevolent force's malefic grip. In the midst of the ritual, Isabella's spectral form merged with the mirror, becoming a bridge between the past and the present. Her ethereal presence intensified the positive energies within the mirrors, acting as a counterforce to the malevolent force's dark machinations. As the ritual unfolded, the malevolent figure's silhouette within the mirrors convulsed with resistance. Symbols etched in blood began to fade, and the occult influence that had permeated the antique shop weakened. The malevolent force, no longer able to maintain its hold, recoiled within the shadows. The mirrors, now imbued with the collective will to break free from the curse, radiated with an intense brilliance. The antique shop trembled, and the very fabric of the town's supernatural entanglement started to unravel. The malevolent force, exposed and vulnerable, sought refuge in the shadows as the mirrors expelled its influence. Isabella's spectral form, released from the mirror's grasp, stood beside you, a symbol of the town's redemption. The echoes of the past, once tormented by the malevolent force, began to harmonize into a chorus of catharsis. The curse that had plagued the town for decades was on the verge of being shattered. As the radiant energies within the mirrors reached their zenith, the malevolent force let out a final, desperate cry. The mirrors, now clear of the dark influence, reflected the triumph of light over shadow. The curse that had bound the town began to dissipate, and a serene calm descended upon ephemeral relics. Isabella's spectral form, bathed in the glow of the liberated mirrors, expressed gratitude through an ephemeral smile. The antique shop, once entangled in the web of haunted reflections, became a sanctuary of tranquility. The malevolent force, thwarted by the collective will to break free, retreated into the depths of the town's history, its influence severed by the newfound strength derived from the mirror's liberation. As the radiant energies subsided, the antique shop returned to its serene state. The mirrors, once gateways to the town's tortured past, now stood as symbols of resilience and redemption. Isabella's spectral presence, having played a pivotal role in the town's salvation, dissolved into the ambient energy that lingered within the liberated mirrors. You, having borne witness to the breaking of the curse, stood amidst the restored serenity of ephemeral relics. The town, once ensnared in a malevolent history, could now embark on a new chapter free from the shadows that had plagued its past. The journey through the mirrors had led to a triumphant conclusion, the curse shattered, the malevolent force vanquished, and the antique shop now a beacon of hope rather than a conduit of despair. As you left the shop, the echoes of the town's tumultuous history faded, replaced by the promise of a future unburdened by the malevolent force's insidious influence.